Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of My Thoughts On. Of course, I am Nathan, and I have C. Carter with me, and we're going to be discussing Saturday morning cartoons. What in the world happened to them?
Well, Nathan, I think that this topic is very appropriate because we are approaching the 1 year anniversary to where Saturday morning cartoons as we know it, was changed forever because September the 27th, 2014 was the day Vortex ended their run on the CW. And when they ended, there goes Saturday morning cartoons as we know it. And that also brought another installation from Linton's Entertainment and call it One Magnificent Morning. And as a result, that ended cartoons as we know it. Saturday morning cartoons as we know it.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons are pretty much non existent these days. I mean, if you watch like Cartoon Network or Boomerang or whatever, they do show cartoons on Saturday morning, sure, but it just doesn't really have the same nostalgic value to it as it is watching like Vortex or back in the day like Kids WB or Foxbox or what have you.
I know that when I was growing up, Nathan, when I was small, this was during the 80s. They had some magnificent cartoons on during the 80s. There was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Smurfs, Scooby Doo. Of course, I know that was on since the 60s, but that's beside the point. But there was also Gummy Bears, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. I could go on and on. Oh, even my favorite, Danger Mouse, and then Inspector Gadget. But I can go on and on. But I think that as once we saw the rise of cable channels like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and the Cartoon Network, that's what started the decline of Saturday morning cartoons as we know it.
Well, Nickelodeon, they have cartoons, but their main draws seem to be their sitcoms for whatever reason.
Mm, yeah.
But they do still have cartoons, long running ones like SpongeBob SquarePants and the Fairly Odd Parents,
Mm,
and their newer ones like Breadwinners, um, Sanjay and Craig, and there are a
mm,
few others. Their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, which, from what I've heard, is the last remaining good cartoon Nickelodeon has
mm,
since they got rid of Korra, which was a part of the last Airbender series. So that's over. So
I think what we have to realize, Nathan, is this is simple. Like and this is as saying goes. We last year when we saw Vortex come to an end, that was the end of Saturday morning cartoons as we know it. Because the only cartoons that come on now, and that's on at least on the network basis, that is, and that's on NBC. And nobody wants to watch NBC Kids where shows are meant for preschool.
no, absolutely not. I mean, at least with Vortex, they had shows that I watched as a kid, like Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball Z Kai, even
Mm-hmm.
though that wasn't on when I was a kid technically, but
Digimon.
Digimon, they had that, and even shows like Sonic X and Cubix I watched a bit as a kid, so it
Mm-hmm.
was nice to go back to the nostalgic value of that. And of course, they had Saturday Morning Slam for a while from
Mm-hmm.
WWE, but that wasn't a cartoon. But
Yeah, and I think that now this is where this whole can caboodle went down here for Saturday morning cartoons. Ever since the government decided to get involved, and let me try to break this down gently. And by the way, I'm reading this from Wikipedia, Nathan. It says a 1956 federal communications mandate issued in the wake of the Children's Television Act requires stations to program a minimum of 3 hours of children's educational, informational (EI) programming per week. per week. And I think this is where things start going down here, because before then, cartoons can be zany, cartoons can be goofy, cartoons can be funny and get away with it. But now that each cartoon has to be educational. You want? I mean, I hate to sound cold, but you want to see something educational? Go watch PBS.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point, and as a person who did watch PBS Kids quite a bit as a kid, that yeah, I enjoyed some of their shows, but as you get older, you want to see more, a little
Edgy.
more action. Yeah, a little more action in your cartoons, which is why they had stuff like Pokemon and Transformers, stuff like that.
Hmm. And I think this the thing which that confuses me. Ever since the government said, well, no, now that they realize that children are watching TV, said you gotta put something on that's educational for the kids. And you know what NBC did? NBC started this Saturday morning decline back in 1992 when they replaced their entire cartoon block with a Saturday morning edition of the Today Show for some odd reason. Don't ask me why they do it, they just do it. And they added a live action teens oriented block, TNBC, which featured, of all shows, Saved by the Bell, Bell, California Dreams, and other teen comedies. I mean, it's just like I said, that's when cartoons as we know it start, just going down here, steadily declining, just going nowhere. Now Saturday morning, I hate to say it, but Saturday morning pretty much now is a wasteland.
Yeah, now I no longer feel a need to get up in the morning on Saturday.
Hmm.
Cartoons are what got me up in the morning, to be honest. Like, I always look forward to watching cartoons, not just as a kid, but, in my teen years up until when they ended Vortex, really. But
Yeah, I used to remember, like I said, going to. I wake up, make a bowl of cereal, head to the front of my TV, sit down, and I watch Gummy Bears, The Smurfs, Pound Puppies. Um,
Smurfs.
hey, Josh, he's in here.
but in all seriousness, I used to remember, and also, doing Saturday mornings. Now, I also remember watching when it was WWF, Superstars, WCW, Worldwide, because I remember in my local Memphis station, they had pro wrestling right after the cartoons at 11 o'clock in the morning. Have Memphis Championship Wrestling right there on TV, and there you are. But it's just a Saturday morning in the general. As you said, Nathan, it's not worth to wake up on Saturday mornings anymore, especially with no cartoons and um, no entertainment. Pretty much some stations what they do just put infomercials on it and just be done with it.
Yeah, and that's the sad truth. Josh, you have anything you want to add since you're here now?
Uh, um, Rider for the win, boys.
All right, I guess not.
Mm.
But yeah, but, it's
I'm busy
upsetting.
pissing off Steven. Give me
Uh,
a second.
Okay, but yeah,
But
it is upsetting when you think about it because it's like back in your day and back in my day, even we
mm,
we watched cartoons as a kid on Saturday mornings every weekend, and the future generations they can do that, but it's not going to be the same because they're just going to be watching probably like 2 hours of Teen Titans Go on Cartoon Network,
oh god, oh boy.
and that doesn't compare to watching like a nice block of a variety of different shows.
Hmm. Now, I mean, that I give you a couple examples. These are some shows in which we're missing nowadays. We're missing shows like Fillmore. That was on Disney's one Saturday morning. I think that was during your time, Nathan, when one Saturday morning came on the scene. But and I still remember. ABC used to have this music block called Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
And one of my most favorite
Junction, what's your right? Isn't that like?
conjunction junction. What's your function?
Yeah, I remember that.
Hmm.
Then he had "I'm Just a Bill," and those are the only two I
Sitting on
remember.
the hill.
Yeah, I saw the SNL version of that. That's how I remember it. That's about all I remember from Schoolhouse Rock, but it was the shit
Mm,
back in the day.
yeah. No, that's a, this the problem with this is what happens, and if this gives us into the political range. I'm sorry, but this is what happens when the government starts getting involved Saturday morning when the FCC said, okay, then we want every show to be educational and informational. You
The
know,
government shouldn't be getting involved in Saturday morning. If anything, they need to get involved in Sunday morning.
Sunday
Bring
morning.
bring Jesus
Oh boy.
across the border.
Oh boy.
But
Bring Jesus all over from border to border, from Pacific to Atlantic. Bring Jesus over there. That's what we need.
okay then. But also,
Seventh day, Obama rose.
oh
Oh god.
boy. Oh boy. Okay then. In all seriousness, let's head back on topic. I think that this is what happens. I mean, you can get away with Magic School Bus because Magic School Bus is very educational
It
and
was the shit.
very entertaining. So you can get away with Magic School Bus. You can't get away with some of the crap in which One Magnificent Morning, the CBS Dream Team, and the week and Litton's Weekend Adventure puts on every week.
No, yeah, what they replaced Vortex with, that it's all like nature shows and stuff like that now. Like
Ew.
they're not even animated. Like
None of them are anime. I mean, none of these Litton shows. That's what owns One Magnificent Morning, CBS Dream Team, and the Weekend Adventure. Linton, L-I. I'm trying to make sure I
The
spell
only
this.
Lipton I like is iced tea.
that's Lipton, you fool.
That's oh God, but it's Linton, Litton.
Also, since this is gonna be a video, I'm just telling everyone I'm just here for the entertainment factor.
Oh well, okay then.
Then be entertaining.
But did listen to some of these shows which
Fuck
that's
you.
on
Your
Magnificent
face isn't
Morning.
entertaining.
This some of the show that's on Magnificent Morning. Carl and
Fucking
Dr.
me.
Poe, Dog Whisperer Family Edition, Expedition Wild, Walk the Park, uh, Dogtown USA. Let that sink in for a moment. And the shows that's coming to One Magnificent Morning. Save Our Shelter, America's Flavors, Social Media Mania, Swag, and Taste of Home.
Swag.
None of those shows sound entertaining.
The fact that there's a show called Swag makes me want to punch TV.
Actually, you know what? I'll be right back.
Oh boy, Leader
But
George go punch his TV.
yeah, some of those, actually all of those shows feel like they belong on like Animal Planet or Discovery
MTV.
Channel or National Geographic or something like that. The
Yeah.
social media stuff, MTV, yeah. But
Yeah. Now this the shows that's on ABC's Weekend Adventure, Linton's Weekend Adventure. Oh boy, you got Jack Hanna's Wild Countdown, Ocean Mysteries with Jeff Cohen, Born to Explore with Richard Weiss, Sea Rescue, The Wildlife Docs, and Outback Adventures with Tim Faulkner.
Sounds like something you hear on the Weather Channel.
Mm. So this is the thing that's confusing me. I mean, it has to have you ask the question, where has Saturday morning cartoons gone?
it's a sad fact of reality that they're pretty much non-existent anymore.
Hmm.
I mean, that whole One Magnificent Morning thing kind of reminds me of how a little while ago, like a year ago, I think, the Hub, um, they were formerly Discovery Kids, and then in 2010 they changed over to the Hub,
They joined the
Hmm.
dark side.
and I liked what they had on the Hub quite a bit. I mean, they had Transformers and stuff like that, and I'm a big Transformers fan, so I did enjoy that. And of course, if you're a brony, that's also where to watch My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. But
There you go, Autumn.
Yeah, but yeah, but then like last year they went back to a Discovery Channel. It was Discovery Family.
Yeah.
However, 60% of the network is owned by Discovery, and the other 40% is owned by Hasbro. So they still show like Transformers and GI Joe and My Little Pony and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I feel like the other shows they show on there, because they show like dog shows and stuff like that,
Because kids love the Discovery
it
Channel.
shouldn't be on Discovery Family. It should be on like Animal Planet.
Yeah.
Discovery Family is meant for kids. It's
Because I bet all families want to gather around the TV with a nice fire and some popcorn and watch a transectomy take place.
Wow. Oh.
and let me put it this way too, like um the schedule is just so weird for that channel too, because it's like on some days they show like the Hasbro shows and whatnot from 5 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, but other days it's from 5 in the morning to like 3:30 in the afternoon. And like I feel like the better thing to do would be have like, I don't know, 10 to 10 or 12 to 12 of like GI Joe, Transformers, all that stuff, and then
Mhm.
have the time slot that no one cares about for the Animal Planet crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still watch like Transformers on that channel when I can, because it's on at 6 in the morning. So
And
uh,
Who's awake at 6 in the morning?
that's a good question.
me
Why?
to watch Transformers.
But but I do have a list by the way of shows that are broadcasting on Discovery Family.
Mhm.
Like you said on TC, I mean not TC. Nathan.
TC.
Like you said, Nathan, we got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Jim and the Holograms. I used to remember growing up watching Jim.
You know,
Oh.
Carter, you gave me an idea.
Oh God.
Littlest Pet Shop. Um,
You suck.
Littlest Pet Shop, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Pound Puppies, The Transformers, and Transformers Rescue Bots. And then, of course, for a game show, they got Family Game Night. They have acquired The Jungle Book, Sabrina, Secrets of a Teenage Witch, and Strawberry Shortcake's Berry Bitter Adventures.
Avengers?
Adventures.
Avengers.
The Avengers?
The Avengers were on Disney XD, not Discovery Family.
The Avengers is. Oh, man.
And then, of course, you got pretty much your Discovery shows, America's Cutest Parents, Animal LOL, Bad Dog, Dirty Jobs, Dogs 101, From Rags to Riches with Bill Baloney, My Dog's Crazy Animal Friends, and the planet's funniest animals, and surprise, it's a puppy. What kind
Most of
of
those shows
show?
are dog shows. Like
hmm What kind of show is surprise, it's a
You
puppy?
know where dog shows belong? The freaking Dog Show channel!
there isn't a dog show
Yes,
channel.
there is. I watched it.
You mean Animal Planet?
No, Dog Show channel. DCC. I mean, DSC.
I don't think that's a thing, but
That's the thing.
if it's a thing, then yeah, they belong there. And Dirty Jobs, I think they still show that on the regular Discovery Channel, so I don't see why they'd put that
One of my
on
favorite
Discovery
shows.
Family.
Mm,
Jobs.
It's fine when they show shows like GI Joe and Transformers and stuff, but
Dog Show channel.
then you get into the not cartoon block of it, and then it's like, what the hell is this? I mean, on the hub they didn't show cartoons all the time, because they showed like reruns of older shows like Alf and Happy Days.
they don't even have Alpha on there
They
anymore, I
have
think.
days, right?
No,
I did a musical of that once.
what, Alf or Happy Days?
Happy Days.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
how
did
do you
you
make Alf
participate
musical?
in the Happy Days musical?
Yep. I was Ralph.
Ah,
Close to Alf.
I think that
But yeah,
I think that the overall point of this discussion, guys, and
Don't sign up for Ralph.
I think the overall, well, what I do?
Lesson
If I
learned.
just stands there and says nothing. If I remember my Happy Days shows, but I think the overall point, as we skew back on topic, I think the overall point is we miss Saturday morning cartoons,
you're
and
telling me.
Um, this may just be me being weird, but I watch wrestling on Saturday mornings. Is that a bad thing?
no,
Um,
we all did.
Not if
I
it's.
didn't watch Saturday morning cartoons because I didn't have Saturday morning cartoons where I used to live.
I watched Saturday Morning Slam when it was a thing.
Oh no! Not, oh ew! I mean legit wrestling. Not having Mark Henry come out and have his theme be instrumental.
Those are the days. Yeah, I was a cartoon guy as a kid. Like that's
Mm,
pretty much my life, and now too. So
yeah, but I think
Maybe
that
viewers are gonna hate me.
I
I can
think
already see the comments. That Josh guy's a faggot.
oh, don't worry, we'll get like 4 views on this.
yeah, but
Rookie?
I think the overall point is we continue to get around here. I think the overall point is that we, like I said, we miss Saturday morning, and like I said, Josh, you're not the only one that watches Saturday morning wrestling because I remember going up. That was WCW Worldwide. That
That's
was
right.
WWS Superstars. Our Memphis station aired Championship Wrestling every Saturday morning at 11, and that was awesome to see. So, but you're not the only one that watched Saturday morning wrestling. But like I said, we just missing some, and now some of our kids in the universe they're gonna be going up. They're gonna be going up and programmed like robots.
Yeah, I mean it's not a complete loss for Saturday in general because I know if Saturday morning cartoons didn't do it for me as a kid, I
Hey
always.
kid, make sure to tune in next week and see if Katie survives the colonoscopy.
Oh God. But as I
Right
was.
here on the Discovery Channel.
Oh God! Oh boy!
But yeah, as I was saying, if Saturday morning cartoons didn't do it for me as a kid, then I always look forward to Toonami on Saturday nights,
hmm
where they showed not really cartoons, but more so anime. And
hmm
well, they had Saturday morning anime too, technically on Kids WB and stuff. But the point is, yeah,
Rookie fan.
Toonami was the thing that I watched frequently on Saturdays as well.
hmm
And unlike Kids WB or Vortex or whatever, Toonami is still around.
Yeah, because Toonami, I believe that'd be on Adult Swim Saturday nights.
Yeah, it's not for like kids like it was,
hmm
but if you're like my age and you want to like reminisce about the good old days of Toonami and stuff, you could still do that because they still show some shows that they did back in the day, like One Piece and technically Naruto, even though it's Naruto Shippuden now, and technically Dragon Ball Z, even though they're showing Dragon Ball Z Kai.
hmm
But yeah, I mean, Toonami is still around. It's a bit different than what it was, but it still exists, so at least that's something.
I think that, like I said, no, we miss Saturday morning, and that's all there is to it. Like I said, when I was growing up, I used to enjoy running. I mean, running to the kitchen for breakfast, fix a bowl of cereal, and then plap my bird right in front of the TV and watch cartoons every Saturday morning. But now it's just like I said, if it's not even worth waking up on Saturday mornings anymore. Now they just sleep through.
Yeah, I mean, with technology today, I mean, people can still watch cartoons on their
YouTube.
computer. Yeah, YouTube, you can find it, or any other website, or Netflix, or
Hulu.
Hulu. Netflix, you won't find crap on. I'm sorry, but Netflix is just not good, in my opinion.
hmm
And what they did have on Netflix, like they used to have like Ed, Ed and Eddie and stuff on it. Last time I checked, they don't even have that anymore. So Seems like
Mm-hmm.
whatever goes on Netflix is short-lived, so that's why I prefer Hulu over Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think that's the thing. That's the problem. Sadly, like I said, real quickly, as I said, real quickly approaching that 1 year anniversary in which cartoon as we know it died. And when it died, there goes any chance of Saturday morning cartoons ever being on network television again, because you're not seeing it on the CW, you're not seeing it on CBS, ABC, NBC, or Fox. All they show is just educational crap, back and forth, back and forth. And like I said, you want something educational, go watch PBS.
At least PBS still has cartoons, like PBS Kids.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the real question. Do you think there'd ever be a chance of probably the CW would be the best, of getting an animated Saturday morning cartoon or anime or what have you block in the future?
I highly doubt it, Nathan, because like I said, the CW they signed on to Litton, Litton, and it look like as if it's going to stay there for a while. So we know what the networks, as we know, the only one shows cartoons. You know, where if you want to call it a cartoon, but which is not Nickelodeon, which is NBC, but NBC only shows cartoons and programming if you're in preschool.
Basically, you'd be better off watching PBS Kids.
Mm, yeah, you'd be better, or at least better off watching Nickelodeon or Disney Channel or
Gotta
um,
get that Disney.
yeah, might be
Man, I
better.
made the entire call go quiet there.
Because you're offering nothing of substance to the
Well, I'm not
conversation.
supposed to.
Oh, whatever. But
Mm,
yeah, and another question that this is a bit of a long shot, but there's one channel in general that was known for its great cartoons, and even on Saturday morning, it wasn't really that much of a slouch. But with its other competitions at the time, I didn't even really watch it that much on Saturday mornings. And of course, that channel I'm talking about is none other than the legendary and infamous Cartoon Network.
mm,
Would there be any chance, do you think, that they would have
Nope.
quality Saturday morning
Nope.
programming
Nope.
in the
No.
future?
That's funny.
unless you're a big fan of Teen Titans Go, I doubt it.
Well, I if I were in charge over Cartoon Network, what I would do is Saturday mornings have like a block of shows from the 90s and early 2000s, like they did with what
But
was it called?
Nathan, the kids want to see the kids want to see the documentaries and stuff. Trust me, we know. We had a board meeting about it.
Not on Cartoon Network, but anyway, yeah, but
The
like they
board meeting decides what the kids want. Look, when we were in the meeting, talked about it, and we all agreed that kids want to see remakes, crappy remakes of good shows. So that means that's what I mean. I mean, if they say it, then it must be what they want. I mean, who knows? Who knows what kids want more than the board members?
Well, if they want to make remakes, I got
Kids? No, those bratty little fucks.
well,
They don't know what they want.
let's take it back to a couple years ago on Cartoon Network, where on Friday nights they had a return of a block called Cartoon Planet, when they played cartoons from like the 90s and the early 2000s, like Ed, Ed and Eddie, Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
What they should do now, since there's no other Saturday morning cartoon competition, is take those shows, make a whole block of them on Saturday mornings. That way we can rejoice in the nostalgia of at least mine and Josh's era's childhood. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what I would do if I were in charge over at Cartoon Network.
Yeah, the same possibility. But if Cartoon Network, but if they really want to look for remakes, I got a couple of suggestions for them. All they gotta do is look for a library known as Sid and Marty Croft. They're the ones that created such 70s shows as Land of the Lost, which has made into a movie, by the way. Um, they made H.R. Puffin stuff, Litchfield. That was on during the 70s.
Vortex.
Litchfield, Electro Woman, and Dino Girl. Yeah, but I just think that at this point, Saturday morning cartoons on network television as we know it is dead.
Like I said, if there's one channel that can bring it back, they have to stop being idiots and do something right, and that channel is Cartoon Network. That's the only hope.
Mm. That's the difference between cable and network.
Saturday
Nathan.
morning has become the green party of cartoons.
Here we go with the
Boring,
goons.
no one likes it, and it just pisses people off.
What is your issue with the Greens?
I fucking hate the greens.
And yeah, and I think that the best question to ask for the last question of this show would be one to bring it up on a bit of a lighter note. What was your absolute favorite cartoon to watch on Saturday mornings?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo, okay.
Do the hustle.
My growing up, my favorite Saturday morning cartoon was the Smurfs.
Oh my god, I guessed it. I literally thought, a split second before he said that, I just thought the Smurfs. I was right.
Mhm.
Yeah, good lord. If I didn't watch so many cartoons, it'd be easier. But, I want to say Ed, Ed and Eddie, but that didn't really come on Saturday mornings.
Uh,
But if I had to pick one, I would probably have
would
to
you
go.
Would you go with X-Men or the Tick or um?
And oh wait.
I've never seen The Tick, to be honest, actually.
Uh,
But one I definitely remember watching on Saturday mornings is Shaolin Showdown. That was on Kids WB.
Oh,
And yeah, I love watching that one. And when they brought it back a couple years after Kids WB took it off the air, they brought it to a Cartoon Network. I was so hyped.
don't you wish they brought back on TV now?
Well, Disney XD a couple years ago,
I think it is on TV.
Disney XD a couple years ago had a spin-off called Shaolin Chronicles, and it was
It wasn't great.
it wasn't that good.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's just one of those shows that you either have, if you bring it back, you have to do it right, or just don't bother.
Kind of like what
Basically,
they.
like
I think it's
Teen
supposed to be a
Titans Go.
part of the human mind thing, you know. It's never gonna feel the same as when you first start. So,
Yeah,
I think
Except
that's
with-
partially our faults.
except with
really
Teen-
stubborn.
no. In the case of Teen Titans Go, it's their fault.
No, they just fucked up on that.
Yeah.
Now, a good idea to turn it into a sitcom. And chances are, Be Cool Scooby Doo's not looking that bright either.
Oh God, that animation.
That too. That's not our fault.
No, that's Cartoon Network's fault. I'm
They
putting all
messed
the
up.
blame on them.
That animation was just awful.
Cartoon Network. I want you to go back to being the same way you were. You can have new shows, but make them good ones.
All we
Same
want
goes
is
for
you to be
Boomerang.
happy and not suck.
And the same goes for Nickelodeon.
There's no hope for Nickelodeon at this point.
Oh
I'm gonna
boy.
be blunt. Like, if SpongeBob improves in the 10th season because they're bringing back a couple original writers, maybe. But
Nickelodeon.
I don't. That's a long shot. I'm gonna have to wait till season 10 of SpongeBob actually starts to make an assumption on that.
Hmm.
But yeah, basically, on actual network television, Fox, CW, stuff like that, Saturday morning cartoons pretty much dead. But overall, on any television channel anywhere, if one channel can make a comeback for Saturday morning cartoons, it's Cartoon Network. They just have to stop being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Word for word, stop being stupid, you dumbass. Is
Implying that there's more than one person who's making the decision.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. It's a
It's a
conspiracy.
it's a group effort.
It's
True.
their show.
Don't you start that here, because this is my show.
It's your show.
And I mean it this time. But yeah, I think we've pretty much
I'm the
said
biased one that
everything.
says all the stupid crap off topic. I'm the JBL of our commentary team.
Okay, but yeah, I think we've said pretty much everything we need to say,
All right, Mag.
unless there's anything else you guys want to
Uh,
add, Carter and Bradshaw.
okay, Carl, you have to go first.
I just want to say for the record that Saturday morning Cartoon and Network television is dead. There's no resurrection in the future. As for cable television, I'm looking at Cartoon Network to step up to the plate. I'm looking at Disney Channel to step up to the plate.
Disney's freaking Girl Meets World. Yeah, they're
And I'm
good.
and I'm looking at Nickelodeon to just be there.
All right, fair enough. What about you, Bradshaw?
And okay. Well, Rider for the win.
I don't think JBL ever said that in his life.
That is all.
Okay, but yeah, I guess that's about all we have to say in this edition of My Thoughts On. Again, I'd like to thank Josh Bradshaw, Jepson McLeod guy over here for
JBMCG.
yeah him, and of course C Carter for joining me on this edition of My Thoughts On. And we will see you guys on the next one.